What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. Welcome back, Renegades, man. How y'all been? I've been cool, I'll tell you that. I've been cool up until I have to work, but I hate work. Anyways, good news, y'all. Good news. I did make a Ren playlist, so if you guys want to check out any reactions I have done for Ren, which I did a bunch of them from the moment I first heard of him up until this point, they're all there on that playlist, so you guys can go ahead and check that out. I know there's a lot more reactions I got to do with Ren. Don't worry, I'm gonna get to it, and I'm about to post him on the playlist. I did make a post about it. I didn't even know that YouTube has posts where it's kind of like Twitter or like Instagram when they have the notes and stuff. I didn't know they even had that. I just went on there and told y'all that, hey, I made a playlist if y'all want to go, whatever. So with that being said, now we're getting to Money Games Part 3. Money Games Part 1 and Part 2, excellent delivery. We know what Ren can do. Now, Money Games Part 3, you guys were saying that this one was really good. So let's go ahead and get to it, man. It's a 9-minute video from what I've seen, so I ain't gonna waste too much of y'all time, bro. Just yapping. Anyways, y'all, I hope you guys are having an amazing day, because you know I always am. Let's get it, man. That bag over their head, they blind to the world. They blind. No. What beat is that from? There's a beat that he made that. Now I know he made up that beat, but that beat sounds familiar. I don't know where it's from. Damn, that's gonna bug me. Yeah, he said, get up off my seat, boy. Oh, that looked like Ren. That's Ren. That's Ren right there. Yep. He's no longer blind to the world. I already know. That's Ren. Oh, yeah. The mirror. The reference. Oh, yeah. That's Ren. I already know.
Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. 1 year old and his first words were mine, gimme. 2 years old he was walking, 3 years old walking quickly. 4 years old he was running round the pavements of his city. 5 years old and his daddy told him, listen here son, you gotta learn to be a man. A man, he works for what he wants. 6 years old and he's reading, writing, top of the bunch. And when he's 7, his progression made him student number 1. 8 years old and he's praised for unusual grades. 9, his parents paid for private school to nurture the flame. 10, 11, 12, 13, he ascends and ascends. His daddy tells him, son, money is the means to all ends.
Oh, yeah, so I'm seeing right now, little Jimmy already programmed to this world. Already. By the age of 5 years old, his dad told him, you got to work to get what you want in life, including money, you know? So he already got a program in his head for the world. And he's 5 years old. 5 years old, you're supposed to be taking your son outside. Man, I know when my son turns 5 years old, we're doing a lot. Obviously, I am going to teach him about the world, but not to be drawn too much into the world and be blind like how he's doing, how Jimmy is. But I'm going to show him the truth, expose some things so he can open up his horizon and see with his third eye, which Ren has a third eye.
14, solving complex mathematics. Money is the means to all ends. 14, solving complex mathematic equations. At 15, IQ 150, still elevating. 16, he develops complex software code that detects weaknesses in cybersecurity protocols. 17, and he sells his vision, keeping the share. Not yet an adult, but he's practically a millionaire. 18, and his daddy tells him, now you're a man. This world don't give a damn about you, so take all that you can. 19, he turns a profit, stocks and shares, invest in product. 20, double down deposits. 21, his income rockets. 22, he learns the truth is just an obstacle to wealth. If you manipulate the data, then the lie will sell itself. 23, a life of luxury, crystal and coke.
You manipulate the data. Ooh, that was tough.
The data, then the lie will sell itself. 23, a life of luxury, crystal and cocaine. 24, he makes the Forbes list, they're applauding his name. 25, and his daddy tells him, listen here son, while you're sitting in that palace, that don't mean that you won. 26, a business shift, he switches business to arms. He's 27, dealing nuclear and shells in Iran. 28, inside the Senate, money bought him a seat. He's 29, a role of counsel in the president's suite. Now he's 30, his daddy says you're losing the race. You're just a servant to the king, not even in second place. 31, a big maneuver for his daddy's approval. Moving imports over borders from the exports out of Cuba. 32, moving grams, growing kilos to tons. He's 33, filling warehouses with powder and guns. 34, turf war with nobody to stop it. Blind eye from the po-po inside of his pocket.
God damn.
35, he gets a call. I'm sorry son, but it's your father. Had a heart attack, I'm sorry, he's gone. 36, getting pissed off, abusing his product. 37, eyes glazed, disposition demonic. 38, with a prostitute, a moment of passion. Heating up a silver spoon and then chasing the dragon. 39, getting reckless and hungry for power. Daddy's words are still driving him to kill and devour. Makes a move against the cartel, but the strategy's flawed. They retaliate and leave him in a hospital ward. A bullet buried in his vertebra and one in his leg. The doctor sighs and says, I don't think you'll be walking again. Fuck.
Well, damn. God damn, that's a lot to take in though. But like I said before, he was programmed already from the moment he was born. His dad already had a vision. And that's what I'll talk about that later.
Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. He was 40 and he cursed the words, mine, mine, gimme. 41, he wasn't walking. 42, not walking quickly. 43, never running round the pavements of his city. 44, inside a palace with a mountain of gold. But those riches turn to rubble when perspective evolves. Weighing heavy on his conscience is the value of gold. Lamborghini for a life, trading money for souls. Jimmy followed the code inside the land of the free. Put your hand inside the cookie jar, take more than you need. And his example is exaggerated versions of me. And it's a version of him. And it's a version of she. And it's a version of you. There's no escaping the blame. The way we live is parasitic. Fuck the money and fame. Cut the music. This isn't entertainment. This is real life. The way we live is lunacy, community, it declines. Hyperpolarized, always fighting, then we divide. Truth is less important than the money that we designed. Money's an invention. Politics from our invention. They all come from people's ideas. Did I mention? Border's an invention. Law and order fuel the tension. It leads to people killing each other. My solution?
This shit deep. This shit hella deep. He says my solution. Watch. Don't even want to say it, but y'all see the signal.
Everything is subject to change. We could build utopias if individuals were taught to use their brains. But if we teach kids in schools to always be sheep and put themselves before the herd if there's more money for me, then there's no future I see where the humans survive with parasites inside a petri dish with cannibal minds. Mold will grow upon the surface then consumes till it dies. And our fate could be the same without this story to the wise. "45. Jimmy comes home out of the rain, soaking wet upon a wheelchair, drinking again. He is everything he wants, he is fortune and fame. He's a fortunate fool with an unfortunate fate. With a 45 caliber aimed at his brain. 45 a fitting number cause his age is the same. Here's the words of his father, it's such a damn shame. Then he presses on the trigger of a money game."
That's crazy deep, though. Money Game Part 3. A lot was said. But I'm going to just dumb it down. We live in a world where they do say money solves everything. No, it does not. It solves desires, yeah. Money does not bring happiness. I'm always going to say that. Money does not bring happiness. It does not. It brings in desires. It brings in all types of desires. Think about it like how he just said. He had all the money and the fame. He had everything. But he got taken away because what? He got programmed from his dad. You're in second place still. You're in the president's suite, but you're not even sitting in the throne. So what are you really doing with yourself? That's not how you think of things in life. You cannot think like that. The way I see life right now is similar to Ren. I don't try to buy into the world. There's a lot of people that are not going to understand that. We live in this little matrix, We work to survive, literally. Well, I'm in California, y'all. Taxing. I have to work 2 jobs to get a steady income to even be where I'm at. Now, granted, I am blessed. I am blessed to be in that position. I'm blessed to have a roof over my head. I'm blessed to have my son here. But what is the point of all this that I have right now? My son, my girl, a roof over my head, the jobs and all that stuff. If I'm just going to want more power, which I don't want. I don't want power. I just want to be able to be happy and joyful. That's it. And you know what's even more crazy about that too? The most joyful people that I've met literally don't have money. If anything, it's usually the opposite. The people that got the money are the ones that are more depressed. Because now they got everything. Now, what's next on the list? For me, for example, I do want to make YouTube as a living as an income for myself. 1, because I will be very happy with it. 2, I'm doing something that I love. But 3, I'm looking out for my son because I know that I want to provide for him. I want to provide for not just for my son, but just for my family, everybody. And that will make me happy knowing that I have the power to do that. right? I'm not looking for fame. I'm not looking for recognition. I'm not looking for like all that all that stuff for the cameras. I'm not doing none of that. Because at the end of the day, I'm always going to be the same person that I once was, that I am. Always going to be the same person. The same person that all my day ones will tell you. All my real homeboys will tell you. I never change for money. And that's the whole message of this money game. Money changes people. Money changes the game. They have you thinking that money can solve every problem for you. So how are you going to get the money? You got to go get it. Go get the power. You got to go do it. Not me. I'm not going to be stuck in that. And I see his whole point from this. From the moment from part 1 to part 2 to part 3. It's a great story, though. Great story. I see why a lot of y'all were telling me Money Game Part 3 is going to hit different. And it hit different for me because I'm like, damn. Because I was caught into that. I was caught into like, I need money. I need to get that now. Unfortunately, I learned the hard way from all that. That's a story for another time. Right now, I'm more focused on the present. And I'm looking forward to doing more videos, looking out for more artists, looking out and making sure that my son is okay. That's pretty much my mindset. And then also my New Year's resolution. If y'all know my New Year's resolution, I will say it again. My New Year's resolution is to do this full time. Don't know how many subscribers I need. Don't know how many, subscribers I need. But it's to do this full time. And I want to keep entertaining y'all. And I want y'all to keep keeping me busy by sending more links to any other artists or even more Ren stuff. Y'all let me know. Thank you guys for coming in and watching this. If you guys did enjoy this video, leave a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, you make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any other videos. Once again, this will go on my Ren playlist. So don't miss out on any. There's other ones on there too if you guys want to scroll on that. But in the meanwhile, thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace, love, soul. I'm gone.